Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Josh Johnson reaction or clip. Catfishing the Klan. Let's get to it.
He was named one of Comedy Central's new faces
now,
to
this
watch.
is, as y'all know, I'm a big fan of this guy. We've been reacting to a lot of his stuff.
Heart of the city.
This
Please
is
welcome Josh Johnson.
This is one of his more famous clips. This is one I remember seeing this thumbnail around for a long time. This has been one of his more, as you could tell, his hair isn't luxurious yet.
See.
And also, I'm in a different situation. If you know me, if you've been watching my main channel, the Screwface John channel, you know what this basement is. So we ain't even got to speak on it. Legendary moments. Yeah, let's go.
Whenever I do that, some people will woo, but that's for New Orleans, which is the best part. Like, New Orleans to Louisiana is like if you had the most beautiful blue eye, but your whole face was fucked up. Like, that's what that's what it's like being from that state.
It's so crazy too watching like him evolve as a comedian, because you can even tell here his confidence ain't the same.
Grew up in Louisiana
as it is
when I was
on his
13 or 14. My family got the first like home computer, like still like it had a whole city behind it with a big monitor, but like it was
I do remember those computers.
And my mom was really excited because it meant now I could do my homework at home and I wouldn't have to stay at the library for hours, and I was excited for different reasons. Right, and like, I don't know if I'd scream it, but I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a couple. I had like the bunch, you know, like the tight five, but like not a lot of friends to do things after school with or anything. I wasn't particularly athletic, so after school I just had to go home. Like, if you're not gonna play a sport or you're not gonna like join a mathletes club, you have to go home. We can't just have you sitting here with the other kids that are doing things.
You know what's crazy is I played sports, but I was more of a like football summer sport type guy. So as soon as it got into like basketball season, I was chilling. I played basketball too, but only for like a year or so. So I was that kid after school who just didn't want to go home because all my friends here, and they like, well, why go home for it? You feel me? That was a kicking spot when, you feel me?
So
school.
After school. I went home, and I was also a point in my life where I was being left alone at home for the first time. So I was 14, and my mom's like, look, if you die while I'm not here, you were never gonna make it. So like, you need to start fending for yourself. You should know how to use an oven, you know? And so I would get home, and I'd beat my mom home by like 1 or 2 hours, you know? So I was just me at home alone with the computer by myself for like 1 or 2 hours. And so I discovered Craigslist.
Uh-oh. Is Craigslist still around?
I was so fascinated, like the fact that you could look up all these. Like,
by the way, hit that subscribe button. I don't say it enough on this channel. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. I'm upload you. I know you loving the consistency, huh? On the comedy channel. I'm just here to bring you laughs. That's the yucks. We're just here to yuck. That's like, all.
Favors and like odd jobs and renting apartments. So I would just get home from school every day and just like read Craigslist. It's nonstop, just like every facet, like men seeking women, women seeking men.
Oh yeah, you was a weird one.
Like every part of Craigslist, I was just like people selling their car, but like trying to give the backstory so they could use words to somehow overshadow the beat up car that they were trying to sell. It's like there's a lot of history behind it, because you don't know this car was the car that like Snoop Dogg rode in the back in once, and he got really sick and threw up. That's why there's that stain there. It's like a Snoop Dogg stain that like no one would have got otherwise. Like you can only get a Snoop Dogg stain in this car. And so I would do it. I would just read Craigslist every day after school. And I didn't tell anybody I was doing this, but I would be like really excited to get home. Like I just be like, oh man, where are we gonna have now? Because like I'd even read the misconnection, be like, hey, look, I met you and we were at a club and you had you had like hair and stuff. And I remember you had one eyebrow, which is weird they didn't start with you had one eyebrow. You had the thing that most people have and one eyebrow, and we just had a great conversation. I couldn't really hear you, but like I could.
My bad, the trash people came. Hold up, guys. Sorry about that. We back. I had to run out and catch the garbage trash people, but let's go.
Feel
back
you.
to Josh.
And so if you reading this right now, hit me up. And so naturally, when you're 13, 14, whatever, you're not a person yet. So you're kind of a monster. And it wasn't long before I came home reading Craigslist every day before I decided to get involved. And so I started just like starting these correspondence with people, you know, like on misconnections or what. I pretend to be the person that they had the conversation. So I was like, yeah, baby, I got one eyebrow and the other one coming in, you know? And I was doing it every day for like months. And then some people, I would give myself away by being too into it and they know it wasn't the person and they wouldn't respond. But other people, we get like a long correspondence for a while.
This is a really weird hobby for a little kid, I ain't gonna lie.
Was, you know, just sitting at the computer, just really excited to get into it. It was just a Tuesday and I didn't have anything else to do. And this was a 2-hour window day, not a 1-hour window.
Uh-oh.
And so
idle hands.
On this particular day, I was just scrolling through all of Craigslist and I saw that there was an ad. The ad just read, "Join the KKK."
Oh my God. Oh my God. On Craigslist, y'all desperate.
And so naturally I was like, dope. And so I started a correspondence with this dude named Dale.
Sounds like a number.
I felt kind of bad because like, if you're hurting that bad in 2004 for recruitment, that you need a Craigslist ad.
This was 20 years ago. Bro, is time real? I swear 20 years meant so much more 40 years ago. Didn't 20 years... I swear 20 years turned into 10 years, bro. I swear it did, bro. 2004, nigga, we talking about 50 Cent still running. Oh, dang. I thought this was...
Then we must be making progress. Like, you know, the world's getting better. And so I talked to Dale a little bit, you know, just emailing back and forth. I was like, hey, what's up? I'm white. You want to chill sometime and talk to... And by chill, I don't mean the way black people use chill. I mean actually go somewhere cold and hang out together as friends. And to my surprise, the next day, I had an email from Dale that was like, hey, great to meet you. You seem like a cool guy. And all of our correspondence for the first couple days was like the most basic, just like, oh man, you like Star Wars too? So do I as well. Like I couldn't be natural on the thing. Like I was so nervous every time I typed. But then once we really got like a rapport built up,
having a Klans member as a pen pal is crazy.
We should meet. I want you to meet the.
And this sounds like they're trying to hook up, man. What the heck?
Brothers. I was like, that sounds
Craigslist
great.
or Tinder, Nick.
And I grew up in Alexandria, Louisiana, which if you've never been there, don't know what it is, you're doing fine. So I guess you don't need to. But there's this place, there's this bar called Finnegan's. And I was like, hey, Dale, look, just meet me at Finnegan's and we'll sit down, we'll have a chat and everything. And then if you really like me, you can introduce me to the other brothers and we can all be a family.
I don't know what Finnegan's is, but pay attention. These are the type of people who are meeting up at your establishment. Huh? Finnegan's?
And so the next day comes, and naturally I don't show up. I don't want to die. I was never going to... That'd be insane. No.
I think it'd be funny if you did show
up. But he hits me up the next day after school, and I should point out that, like, for 2 weeks, I was running home mainly to talk to Dale. I wasn't even reading Craigslist anymore. I had 6 friends, and Dale was one of my best ones. But I came home the other day, and he was like, hey, I went to Finnegan's, and I waited on you, and you didn't come, man. Why would you stand me up like that? And I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. And so I came up with an excuse, and this is like, you know, we're talking 2004, we're talking before, like, everybody had a cell phone, you know? So it's like some people still, you know, didn't
wait, never mind, I'm bugging. So he's telling a story of back in 2004. Because that's what I was saying, is time a construct, and how old is this nigga? Because I was like, there's no way that this camera quality was this good in 2004, and then also, if he was this old in 2004, what type of ambiguously aged, let me find out this nigga 30 years older than me.
And they made plans and they went out and they did them, you know? And so if there was a hiccup, you just had to roll with it because you couldn't just text someone like, hey, I'm totally not going to abide by the plan now. I've chosen a different plan, I'm letting you know now. So for a week, I just like kept getting Dale to eat and shop alone. Like, and each time I had a great excuse. Like, each time I was like, oh, my mom fell, and like I just had to be there with her and everything. And every day he understood, and he was like,
I'm glad you wasted
what?
that
You
man's
did
time.
the right thing,
you could have been
brother.
doing real
You know?
damage.
And I remember one day especially he was particularly upset because he had come home, obviously come home, emailed me that evening, but I didn't see it till the next day. And he was like, you never came to Target. I was in Target by myself for 3 hours. I bought a popcorn maker. I don't even need a popcorn maker. I was just in Target by myself and bored, and I was waiting on you. Now I got a popcorn maker in front of me, and what are you going to do about this popcorn maker? And I was like,
Pop some popcorn.
bruh, I'm so sorry. And by bruh, I do mean shorthand for brother, not the way that black people use it. I'm so sorry. I just, you know, my girlfriend, she tripped. And it was always women falling. Like, I'm surprised that he never caught on. Every time it was like, oh yeah, my great aunt just hit a stair. Or like just the worst lies. That's a 14-year-old idiot. And even now, I'm like, wow, like, I was alone with a computer, and I just catfished the Klan.
So I like this guy.
Dumber or more porn would have been better.
Oh, for sure.
Porn would have been normal.
Yeah.
You thought you were about to hear a story about porn.
I thought that's what.
Instead, it just took a wild turn, and then finally, you know, after I think it was a week and a half, he was very resilient. They must be hurting for numbers.
If they're looking for on Craigslist, they hurting. They hurting.
Because after a week and a half, he was finally like, okay, you know what?
Them yeehaws got too much time.
Ball's in my court now. I'm going to set a time. I'm going to set a place. And if you don't come, then don't ever talk to me again. And I was like, fair enough, okay? You've been so patient with me. I really just want to be part of the brotherhood. Just let me know where I need to be. And then he picked Finnegan's again. There's not that many places to go in my town. And naturally, I didn't show up. I didn't hear from him again. And I've noticed this trend online that's kind of disheartening, where like now people are being called racist, but for like nothing. Like actually not. Like I'm petty, so I'll read the whole thread, and I finish the entire thread. I'm like, oh, that was it. I don't even think that's a thing. You know, like, oh, you said this, you tweeted this one thing one time, you must be a racist, or like, you voted this way, you must be a racist. You're a whole racist by a person who doesn't know you. And I'll tell you, as like a black dude that grew up in the South, I don't think you're racist until you go to your second Klan meeting, all right? Like, look.
I think one's enough.
Because maybe the first one, maybe your buddy Dale's invited you to a barbecue, all right? Everybody loves barbecue, okay? You get there, there's delicious barbecue, there's dry rib, there's sloppy, it's all happening. You see some...
Springing a Klan meeting on somebody is insanity. You like them ribs? Oh, you like that corn? The corn muffins, they're good too. You probably eat some sort of potato salad. There's gonna be a potato salad at a Klan meeting. You like the potato salad? Okay, cool. Well, you just joined the Brotherhood, so what? You mid-hamburger? What?
Somebody put on a white hood, you're like, I don't know, costume barbecue, that's a little odd. But you just keep eating. There's corn on the cob, there's collard greens, there's brisket, there's pulled chicken, it's all delicious. And then there's a burning cross in front of you, and you're like, I'm already here.
He has a very interesting life. I ain't gonna lie. Look at Josh.
I say this because it happened to my friend Jordan, okay? He accidentally went to a Klan rally because without knowing what I was doing, my buddy Jordan, who was about 3 years older than me, actually met Dale. And got invited to a barbecue. Turns out
Dale
Klan
just
rallies
the
don't
recruiter?
just start, they ease you in with a barbecue. And he was like, I know what to do, I ate all the food, I can't miss the meeting. So he stayed for the entire Klan rally and went home immediately.
Some good collard greens.
Called me, I came over, we talked about it. Turns out a Klan rally is exactly the thing a Klan rally is like. There were no spoilers. But just past his head in the kitchen, I could see a to-go plate. And I was like, Jordan, are those Klan ribs? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, can I have some?
Klan ribs are crazy!
And it hurts me as a black dude that grew up in the South to say that the Klan makes the best ribs. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what kind of rub that is. Who would have known that you can't taste racism? It's delicious.
As a black man, I also had to one day come to the realization that, and I ain't trying to be a race traitor, you know. I'm not trying to get canceled. I'm not trying to offend my people, but you see me getting emotional, like you see me. I think Asian people fry the best chicken. I'm sorry, bro. I fought it. I fought it for years, decades, bro. Then I went to Walk and Roll, bro. And I had the goddamn wings. I said, oh, God. I said, this got to be a fluke, right? Nah, because I was in the East Coast. Then I moved to the West Coast. Got fried chicken from the... I said, no. What have we done as a people? We've lost fried chicken. Ah! So, yeah, it hurt me too. So, eventually, you got to just be real with yourself. I'm sorry to all my melanated people out there. You know what I mean? Now, I haven't eaten all black, but I eat a lot of soul food. You know what I mean? I patron a lot of black businesses. You understand me? But and it's usually the wings. It's not even always like the drumsticks. Maybe I just say the best fried wings. There we go. Okay, my bad.
Okay, it was to the point where I was like, I think you need to join. I need these every Sunday. These are amazing. Guys, I'm Josh Johnson. Thanks so much.
My boy Josh Johnson, bro. It's fun watching his whole journey, man. Dude is hilarious.